What's up guys, today I explain you Jujutsu Kaisen 7 Greatest Achievements of Sukuna in Shinjuku, Showdown. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe this channel, because we are close to hit the 1200 followers and now have fun with the video. One of the many incredible things that Sukuna did in the Shinjuku Showdown arc was surviving a stab directly to the heart with a split soul katana. Maki dealt damage directly to his soul with her blade, and any normal sorcerer would have died right there and then. However, for Sukuna, this was not an issue. Using cursed energy, Sukuna could pump blood through his body manually and essentially continue fighting anyway. This might not look like a big deal to many fans, but it is a massive feat, as otherwise, he would have died right there and then. One of the biggest things that Sukuna achieved in the Shinjuku Showdown arc was expanding the target of his technique. This essentially allowed him to develop a new technique in the midst of battle, which just goes to show how big of a genius he truly was. Sukuna could not defeat Gojo unless he moved past his infinity. Until then, defeating him was impossible, and all he could achieve was a stalemate or lose the battle. However, thanks to the 10 Shadows technique, specifically Maharaga, Sukuna got the blueprint to improve upon his technique and essentially created a slash that could cut through just about anything in the world. Using this power, Sukuna cut down Gojo and created a new powerful technique. Sukuna lost his domain in the fight against Gojo. However, eventually, after landing multiple black flashes, his domain returned to him. Using his incredible intellect and the keen knowledge of cursed energy and binding vows, Sukuna was able to create a unique domain which, despite not being as long-lasting, did not lower the output in terms of range or power at all. This domain was incredibly dangerous and could have eliminated just about every sorcerer on the battlefield, and the only reason they survived was because of the usage of simple domain. Normally, damage to the soul cannot be healed in GJK. This was made quite clear by Mahito early on in the story. However, Sukuna showed that he could actually heal soul damage in the Shinjuku Showdown arc. This is because while he was in Yuji's body, Sukuna knew the boundaries of his own soul because of coexistence. As long as one can see the boundaries of one's own soul, one can easily heal soul damage. For Sukuna, healing from blows delivered by Maki's split soul katana or Yuji's soul-damaging punches was not hard. If Sukuna's unique domain expansion was not achievement enough in the circumstances, he then decided to obliterate all life inside the domain using Divine Flame. Divine Flame is Sukuna's strongest technique, and it is an ability that he can only utilize after using both Cleave and Dismantle within the domain. Using Binding Vows, Sukuna could manifest this ultimate technique and obliterate anyone within the specified range with thermobaric explosions all over. This technique could have killed every sorcerer inside, but thanks to Todo, most of them made it out. Yuji would also have died had it not been for Choso, who sacrificed himself to save his brother. For Sukuna, one of the biggest achievements in the Shinjuku Showdown arc was defeating sorcerer after sorcerer. Sukuna clashed with multiple sorcerers, such as Gojo, Kashimo, Higuruma, Todo, Yuta, Yuji, Choso, Maki, and many others. Despite the sheer number and ferocity of these powerful FOs, he managed to defeat them all. This is a massive achievement and just goes to show that Sukuna truly was at the top of the tree and an individual worthy of the title of the King of Curses. By far, the greatest achievement of Ryaman Sukuna is killing Gojo Satoru. Gojo was the only sorcerer on the same level as Sukuna. When these two fought, fans could clearly see that they were equally matched. However, for Sukuna, the advantage came through Megumi. Due to Sukuna having incarnated in Megumi's body, he had access to not just his own shrine, but also the 10 Shadows technique,